So how many pull-ups can you do right now? If the answer is between 5 and 10, then you're gonna love this video because I'm gonna give you a step-by-step protocol that's going to guarantee that you do 3, 4, maybe even 5 or 6 more pull-ups at the end of just 28 days. Now, you might be doing fewer than that, maybe 1 to 5. Then this is gonna be the exact protocol that helps you break through to doing either your first or your first few. What you need is a chair and this pull-up bar, that's it, okay? So what we do is, no matter what level you're at right now, your first step, there's 4 parts to this progression here, is you're gonna get up on this chair and you're gonna put yourself with your chin above the bar, right? Get as close as you can to the bar already. Get up here and hold for as long as you can. Okay, 1 isometric hold with the chin up above this bar. What happens is, obviously, this becomes more of a challenge and you start to drop, right? You'll notice that a properly performed pull-up requires, I say, your feet out in front of you, quads contracted, legs straight, knees straight. It creates more rigidity through your core. But you let yourself slowly drop down, fighting this really important part of the pull-up, which is the eccentric part of it. Fighting it all the way down, trying not to let yourself just drop. When you get all the way to the bottom there, that's 1 repetition. Okay, you wait another minute and we get into position number 2. This is all being done in 1 short 5 to 8 minute routine. Now, quick note on that. Let's say you're in this position, you got up here, but because you don't have a lot of pull-up strength, as soon as you got here, you just kind of dropped. You didn't hold the isometric for long enough. There's a way for you to. All you gotta do is take a band, put it over the pull-up bar, and then tighten it, and you're just gonna step into that band. So from here, I step in, now I have an assisted pull-up that takes away some of my body weight and allows me to get that full hold on the isometric, okay? But if you're able to do that 5 seconds at least, you don't need to do that. Position number 2, get to the edge of the chair, put your head up against that bar, okay? That's gonna be your position that you wanna hold from. So again, feet go out in front of you, go right here. You can see the angle is different, and that's what's important here. Isometrics need to be done across different angles or portions of the range of motion so that you broaden the strength gains that you get from them. And remember that you're always going to be stronger in this eccentric and the isometric portion of a lift rather than you are in that concentric where you actually have to try to pull up against your body weight and gravity. So 1 more repetition there with that slow, elongated eccentric is step 2. You rest another minute, you come back up again. Third position is gonna be with the arms right about here. You want some bend in the elbow, but a position basically between 90 degrees and fully extended. So what that looks like is down like this. Now, right there. Now we're getting to that part of the pull-up though, that happens to be the most difficult for people, right? This is the hard part. You can't really get yourself through the first portion of it because you have to go from usually a dead stop and generate a lot of strength and force and stability through your shoulder blades in the position where you're weakest. You're gonna allow yourself to drop eccentrically until you can't hold anymore and come down. That's position number 3. Position number 4, I just said how important the last one was. This is even more important because this is the part that people never have when they struggle with pull-ups, and that is the stability of the scapula to provide a stable platform for your glenohumeral joint to work from. In other words, having a stable base, in this case the scapula is a stable base that you can move your arm from and produce force up and down without it dissipating or losing it through we call energy leaks. So now what we do is we get down this dead hang position and then pull your shoulders away from your ears and pull back just a little bit. This is a scapular pull. Right, and from this position here, I'm just trying to keep my shoulder blades together, lean back a little bit, and hold that isometric. And I promise you, for anyone that struggles with pull-ups right now, this is the position that's probably causing you the most problems. And you don't even know it, because you can't even get in this stable position. And once again, you allow the eccentric lowering to occur where the shoulder blades start to get pulled apart because of gravity pushing you down. Now, that's your 4-step progression. 1 minute rest in between, a little longer if need be, but you do that in 1 day. Now, the ideal frequency here is to come back and do this 4 times a week. The second time you come back, you don't want to start up here again, all the way from the top. Instead, you want to start in the reverse. So we start when we're most fresh in this lengthened position, in this scap pull, because it's here where we see the most functional carryover. In other words, the most concentric capabilities that benefit from being stable so that I can start to actually do full pull-ups much easier, right? So we're gonna wanna strengthen this when we're most fresh. So this time we do that first, then that elongated range, then the bar up against the forehead, and then the chin up over the bar. That would be session 2. Session 3, you come back, starting high on the bar and trying to get longer and longer. So every hold is an opportunity to hold longer over the bar, longer up here, so on and so forth, or to elongate the eccentric lowering all the way down. And then the 4th session, you come back and again start from the bottom and try to lengthen those times. If you do this for the 28 days, I promise you, you're going to see, guaranteed, it works every single time, you're going to see more pull-ups to failure in a single set. Now, if you're looking to use a volume approach where you can do pull-ups already, but you're trying to do more and more of them to the tune of 15, 20, 25, then you're gonna wanna make sure that you head to athleanx.com/more pull-ups, where I give you a 22-day progression to follow step by step to increase your volume of pull-ups, almost to the point of doing double your max pull-up set right now. If you know anybody that struggles with pull-ups, make sure you share it with them and see how you do. Make sure you leave your comments below. All right, guys, I hope you like the coach video here. Just me helping you to see what you need to do to get better. All right, guys, see you soon.